How could you possibly love white people so much?
It's easy. Have you ever looked at them? White man just a joy to be around. They smell like lemon juice and pledge furniture cleaner. And look at them. They gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives, took us out the jungle. What's going on here? What's going on over there? Oh, it's just two niggas killing each other. Proceed. Don't touch them new niggas over there. Leaving niggas in the air. Them happy, nappy niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't touch them new niggas over there. Save me. Wasn't nothing wrong with slavery. At least we got good food back then. White man sure could be yo. Hear ye. White God is a good God. Even darkies can rejoice. For even one's cased with the skin of coal can enter the gates of paradise if he hates his own blackness. In white Jesus' name, amen. Yet another reminder that no matter how much money you got, you still just a nigga.
Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star, and I got another episode for y'all today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, the share button, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when these videos come out. Again, that algorithm, we need to get that algorithm popping, so please hit that like button right now. Today I want to talk about Van Jones. I'm going to talk about a couple of different things, but the main topic is going to be Van Jones and him apologizing to the Jewish community for the black community not condemning Kanye, right? So that's not all the way true. And, you know, some people stuck behind him, some people didn't, right? I know a lot of the people in the grassroots didn't really stick behind him all the way. You know, at the end of the day, we always going to have his back for the most part, but he do be doing a lot of weird stuff and hanging with a lot of weird people. But I just feel as though, you know, this was just another buck dancing coon situation with Van Jones. And I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say, and also how they're trying to make Kanye the new face of anti-Semitism or racism just in general. Because, you know, the ADL had went on the Breakfast Club, and our brother, what's his name? Rizza Islam broke that down the other day. And I'm going to speak on that to an extent a little bit. So again, let me share my screen with y'all real quick and get into this real fast. So we're going to start off with this one real quick. So this is him at this meeting in New York City, I believe.
An apology. Let's start off with an apology for the silence of my community and for the speech of my profession. When we were hit as a black community with appalling anti-black bigotry and racism that the whole world saw on a video, we expected and insisted that everyone stand and roar back against that hatred. And people did. By the tens of millions, people marched in a pandemic by the tens of millions, non-black people, to say we will not accept this sort of racism, this sort of violence, this sort of hatred on this planet. People marched by the millions. And yet, as this wave of hatred has been building against your community, we have rationalized over and over and over again, responding not with a roar, but often with barely a squeak and sometimes a shrug. As a result, we now have the shock to you, the pain to you, and the humiliation to us of having an African-American icon praising Hitler and Nazis and we act like we don't know where the hatred came from. And I want to say very clearly, when it was a drip, we did not turn it off. And now it is a flood. And I want to say to you, I apologize for the silence in my community. The silence is over, and I want to say to Kanye, who I know, yay, nay. Yay, nay.
Yay, nay. Okay, family. He said he didn't, but now he's actually kind of doubling back and making it seem like he didn't apologize. Again, they're trying to make Kanye the face, and they're saying that he he was praising Hitler. All he really said was that, Hitler did some, he has he did some good, and he also did a whole lot of bad. But again, now they're trying to make it seem as though, you can't say anything good about what Hitler ever did. And I find that to be actually contradictory of, how they hold up, the old white slave masters like George Washington and all these people. See, they did a whole lot of bad stuff, but we can say the little bit of good they did, and we could, y'all can harp on that. But again, nobody can say anything that anything good that Hitler did. He was all bad, and just, he did good for certain people, I guess. You get what I'm saying? And the United States can't be mad because you guys used, German scientists and stuff like that, Nazi scientists and things like that. So you can't even be mad about this whole quote unquote fake anti-Semitism, because you actually use some of their people to advance our country to an extent. So I don't know, Kanye too, with that whole bigging him up. I don't know what his whole angle is. What was the point of saying it? I'm not saying that you can't say it, but what was the whole point of saying it? And like, what, again, I to an extent I get it. Like, I feel as though he's just trying to, make the Jewish community mad again because the stuff that they doing to him. So he comes out and says, "Oh, Hitler wasn't all bad. He did some good things." You know what I mean? Shit is what it is. But I don't think that they should be trying to make him now the face of anti-Semitism, or trying to compare him to Hitler and things like that. And this is how they're about to change the trajectory of racism and try to, put it on the Black community, which is, unfair, because again, we don't practice racism. We can practice bigotry and prejudice, but we can't practice racism. So again, this is just some dominant society. I'm white and I say so. Because the ADL went on. I'm gonna play this video real quick before I speak on the ADL thing, because I actually want to play a little bit of Reza Islam and a little bit of his breakdown on the ADL being on the Breakfast Club, and what's his name, Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy not checking this white man for saying some of the stuff that he was saying, because he was saying some crazy stuff like anti-Semitism is like the longest hate or something. He said something to that extent, like they've been hated on the longest in history. Like, nigga, please. All right, so let's play Van Jones buck dancing again.
I'm lucky because my godmother is Donnie Zeldin. I'm her godson. And Donnie Zeldin was one of those crazy Jewish kids. In 1964, who had heard about what happened with the Holocaust, and said she was not going to let racism and violence win. Crazy Jewish kid. And she was a member of the Students Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. black and white kids who decided that they were going to risk their lives and go down south and break the back of Jim Crow. And my godmother was the one that they picked to do the picking. They trusted her so much. They thought she had so much just good common sense that she got to decide which black kids and which white kids could go and which ones were going to be too nutty and need to stay back on the campus. That was my godmother. She still got good sense. And she buried her friends. 2 Jewish kids and a black kid got murdered that summer so that we could have a real democracy. We had 300 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow terror, and a bunch of crazy black and Jewish kids went down in one summer and broke the back of Jim Crow. The light that we don't talk about. And because we don't talk about it, then the haters say whatever they want to. And it's time for us to tell the truth. The reason this country is a democracy at all is because black and Jewish people have loved each other.
Nigga, knock it off. The reason Jim Crow got cracked was because of our ancestors and our people back in the 60s and 70s putting in all the work. Don't try to put this on some old couple of Jewish kids. Come on, dog. This dude is like, oh my God, he's such a Sambo. This doesn't even make any sense. And this is what I hate, because they get around all these white people and just ass kiss the hell out of them, bro. They just ass kiss the hell out of these people. And it boggles my mind that, you know, now he's trying to contort history to make it seem like 2 Jewish kids and a black kid who died broke the back of Jim Crow. Like, nigga, knock it off. Knock it off. That had everything to do with the black grassroots and the work they were putting in on the ground that broke the backs of Jim Crow. Knock it the fuck off, man. This dude is crazy. I don't know what the hell's going on right here.
Is Dottie Zellner. We had 300 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow terror, and a bunch of crazy black and Jewish kids went down in one summer and broke the back of Jim Crow. The light that we don't talk about. And because we don't talk about it, then the haters say whatever they want to. And it's time for us to tell the truth. The reason this country is a democracy at all is because black and Jewish people have loved each other and helped each other and supported each other and stood up for each other. That's why you have a democracy here. Because the best in your community and the best of our community stood together. That's why you have a democracy here.
No, that's not why you have a democracy. This dude is banoodles. This dude is banoodles. Hold on, family. We're going to get into this real quick. This dude is noodles. He tried to say because we all stood up together. This is it right here. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But RZA did a good breakdown. I was listening to some of this at work yesterday. It was 3 hours, but we're not doing that.
Members of the and then to respond because they don't have the actual facts to respond with. And also there are other things. They're getting paid by these people. Their company is, connected. So
now, right now, he's talking about why Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy couldn't respond to the ADL coming on the Breakfast Club and stating a bunch of lies.
Can't necessarily bite that hand to that degree because it's a company thing. So I get it. Do I agree with it? No. But I get it. So I'm not even mad at it. Here's a description in the back of the book. The Leo Frank case has been called the greatest unsolved American murder mystery of all time. John F. Kennedy. Pardon me. Yeah, JFK. Malcolm X. There's so many more, but the greatest unsolved American murder mystery of all time. Okay, again, remind you, this is so, yes, we are, okay. In 1913, a Jewish B'nai B'rith leader was convicted of the brutal rape and murder of a white Christian girl. He was lynched for the crime. And for over a century, Jews have insisted that Leo Frank was innocent and that a black man was the real killer. They say that Frank's case is the worst incident of anti-Semitism in American history. This highly acclaimed book solves the case and proves that Frank was guilty of the murder and that there was no anti-Semitism at all. The false charge of black anti-Semitism used to manipulate and control political debate began with the Leo Frank case. This book by the Nation of Islam's researchers has become the acknowledged standard.
Hold on, fam. I'm gonna skip
Mr. Greenblatt, you said the purpose of the ADL is to protect our community, to track anti-Semitic incidents, and to monitor extremists. You stated that last year, over 1,500 pieces of intelligence or information was given to the FBI by the ADL. Mr. Greenblatt, wow. What's interesting to me is, while you were carrying on about all of these things, saying that you work with the FBI, why didn't you tell the Breakfast Club that not only do you currently work with the FBI, but that it was the ADL primarily who was working with the FBI as it pertains to the spying on every black leader that we have had in America? Mr. Greenblatt, why did you not tell the Breakfast Club that in 1942, the ADL, which of course you were not born at that time, but your organization, the ADL, led the FBI to arrest the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and over 80 other black men? Why did you not tell them, Mr. Greenblatt, that it is you and the ADL that has worked with the FBI to track the Panthers, to go off when it comes to the Black Hebrew Israelites, as it pertains to Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture, as it pertains to specific members of the Black Panther Party, especially Fred Hampton, who was murdered at the age of 21? Why is it that you did not tell them that you work with the FBI and that the ADL has been instrumental in the literal dismantling, destruction of Martin Luther King, of Malcolm X? The ADL has been tracking. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has helped to set up the divisions within black organizations. The ADL has helped to cause a rift and division between black leadership all throughout this country. And you have even helped when it comes to infiltrating these organizations.
Now, I'm glad that I got to this part because I forgot that he even said this, but this actually goes hand in hand with the lie that Van Jones just said on that last video that I just showed of him when he's talking about Jews and blacks breaking the backs of Jim Crow. No, sir. Our grassroots people broke the backs of Jim Crow, and it forced the United States to get off that Jim Crow type of time they were on. So again, this dude is just buck dancing. Van Jones, he was just buck dancing in front of all those Jewish and white people. And again, they try to make it seem as though Jewish people aren't white. I never really truly understood that. Like, Jewish people try to make it seem as though they aren't white because, again, you have rifts between, the Nazis and, white supremacist extremists, right? You got white supremacists and you got white extremists who, wear the Nazi symbol and things like that, which is an African symbol. And they they don't like the Jewish community. So again, Jews try to turn around and make it seem as though they're not white because other white people hate them. But again, right, our community, which I'm going to show a video on of Africans and other black people from the Caribbean and things like that, we all don't get along, but we're never going to say that we're not black or we're not African, right? Or we don't have African descent or things like that. So again, they try to use that as a way to make it seem as though, oh, we're the most hated, right? Because blacks hate us, the whites hate us. But no, you are white, and y'all actually all get along to an extent, right? When it comes down to it, when it comes down to black people, y'all make sure y'all work together to keep us at the bottom. Because again, a lot of people in the FBI weren't Jewish, right? But you were working with them to dismantle all these black organizations, just like our brother Rizza Islam was breaking down. Yeah, so you got to watch these people because they'll try to trick bag this. And this is why I say we always have to stick together, because the moment they feel as though we're not supporting one of our people that they're coming at, they'll try to take it all the way. You feel me? They'll try to take it all the way left and then turn it into something else. Like I said, this is why they're trying to paint Kanye West into some type of Hitler, right? And which is funny because, again, they tried to do that with Kyrie, but we backed Kyrie more than we were backing Kanye. But the only reason we really didn't back Kanye as much, because again, he was doing a lot of like weird stuff. Like, again, you know, not saying that Hitler didn't do anything good, but what was your point in that? And again, I get it. Like, you know, that's my opinion though. Like, I feel as though he said that because, you know, he wanted to make the Jewish community angry. They seizing his money, they taxing him. He got to, you know, coincidentally out of nowhere, he got to pay $200,000 a month, which is $41 million or something like that by the time his kids turn 18. I don't know. It's just, you know, again, he's hanging with all these white supremacists and Candace Owens, and you know, it's just, you know, who knows? Like, who knows what Kanye's angle is? Truly, what his angle is. But again, who knows? Who knows? But again, that's why sometimes we still have to make sure they don't go to the furthest extent, because now they're trying to turn this whole, oh, see, Kanye's talking about the Jewish community, so now I have to apologize for my community because we aren't stepping up. Like, no, don't try to bring our community into this. Now, if you're going to talk about Kanye talking about the Jews or whatever, you're going to talk about him. Because, see, again, when y'all do something to our community, we can't bunch y'all in a group and say, yo, the Jewish community is doing such and such. You feel what I'm saying? Or the Jewish community isn't speaking up when these rappers are getting bad deals, when all these other these people in Hollywood are getting bad contracts, or the NBA is giving out bad contracts, or, you know, the rappers getting these 360 deals and these bad contracts. We can't put the whole Jewish community in that. And y'all don't stick up or talk about or condemn the ones who are actually doing that. So let me finish playing my brother real quick. Sorry, family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and please smash that like button, family. Please smash that like button.
This is it that you did not tell the Breakfast Club this, Mr. Greenblatt. I just want to bring up the fact that you said something, but you didn't say the something you should have said. It's called omission. It's called omission, is my point. It is called omission, a crime of omission. So let's go to the next point, because that's actually fairly easy. But the ADL, historically, from its inception up to the present, has been a FBI aid and spy organization on the Black community, and particularly the Black intelligentsia. the intellects within the Black community to help in making sure that our people do not rise to a particular level of control and influence. The ADL has not been a friend of Black people. If anything, you have helped our enemies, and parts of your organization has itself completely been an enemy to our people. So let's continue. So again, the ADL works with the FBI. So anytime you hear them talk about, we need to have this Black artist, Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, which I'm going to get to because he mentioned their names, they need to meet with us. Why would we meet with the FBI? Because that's who we're meeting with when we meet the ADL. What are you talking about? Why am I going to go and sit down and meet with the FBI? I've had the FBI show up and meet with me multiple times. They meet with different people, but why are we going to go and sit down with, for what? I mean, what is that going to do? What is that? What are you talking about? The ADL, FBI, they shake hands, according to the words of Mr. Greenblatt himself. Let's continue. These are his own words that I'm bringing up point by point in time stamp frame when he mentioned these things on the Breakfast Club interview that aired today. At 5 minutes, he said the ADL lobbies, funds, and even works on affecting the money of people who they feel spread hate. Wait a minute, Mr. Greenblatt. So you mean to tell me you and the ADL or partial Jewish community, you have influence over money, which is banking, which is proof when it comes to Kanye West having over $100 million being frozen and removed or told to be removed from JP Morgan Chase. You mean to tell me, did you just validate the fact that Jewish members of the Jewish community have some control and influence over banking? Is that what you said? Because you did say literally that you lobby, which means you go and meet with congressional members now. So the ADL has that much kind of influence where you go in and meeting with congressmen and women. You're meeting with House of Representatives and senators. And you also affect the money of people who you feel spread hate. So you literally now are admitting that members of the Jewish community do control and have influence when it comes to banking. Okay, we already knew this. We're not anti-Semitic. You're saying it yourself. You're the Semitic person, right? You're so-called the Semitic one. Fine. You said that. Okay, good. So glad to know that the ADL has influence and control over banking. At 5 minutes and 20 seconds,
Hold on.
Mr. Greenblatt.
I don't even know if I was connected, family. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? But yeah, so he was talking about a lot. Again, that's a deep broken down video. Y'all should check it out on Rizza Islam's channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the brother's channel. Again, make sure you hit the subscribe button on this channel. Again, the ADL and is trying to misconstrue this whole. This is why they just brung them on the Breakfast Club, right? They are trying to push a narrative to Black people, because Black people is the ones who watch the the Breakfast Club, and they're trying to drain it in our heads that we are racist towards Jewish people. This is why you think they would bring them on the Breakfast Club, family. Man, listen, this is getting deep. So again, this is why we have to, support our people and, watch these people as far as the Black people that they go after. because it's a reason why they go after certain black people, right? It's always normally some black person with influence that has a lot of influence over the people, so they have to try to discredit them. This is one of the COINTELPRO tactics, right? If you look at the list of the things for COINTELPRO, one of those tactics is to discredit and basically lie. When you discredit it, you're lying. They're lying about things about this person, try to, get people, again, infiltrate. They do all of that stuff. So we have to not fall for the trick bag and watch these Sambos, these black people that get up on here advocating that black people in the black community is being racist towards the Jewish community, which is not even possible because we don't own or control no resources, wealth, or power to be racist or put somebody in an oppressive state. We don't do that, right? We don't have the resources to do it. So again, when they try to keep using that word racism, they try to beat that in your head. That's why I always tell people there's a difference between racism and prejudice, right? There's a difference between racism and prejudice. So we can't allow them to constantly try to use that word and throw it around so loosely that we start believing that black people can actually be racist, because we can't. A lot of white people can't be racist. I used to say this in Oregon prison all the time to those white boys who just thought they was like, no, they aren't racist, dog. If they had the power, wealth, and resources, they wouldn't even be here. Trust me, they wouldn't be here. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't be in this prison right here. You feel me? Those whites that are racist, they the ones that own the jails, fam. That's a racist, you retard. You feel me? So again, family, I wanted to make this this ain't super short because it's a half hour. I've been going for a half hour and some change, but just watch out for these people. I'm gonna show y'all one little thing real quick that I had on my Instagram. This is just for man, it's wild out here, family. It's wild out here, man. Listen, hold on. Let me try to get to my. Here it is. All right. Damn, why does she keep doing that? There it is. Hold on. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter too, fam. I need some more followers. Listen to this, John. Right here.
They were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students. I had like our LGBTQ plus health center come in. They were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students, talking about queer sex, using glue versus using spit.
Meet Joe Bruno, Dean of Students at the prestigious Francis W. Parker Private School in Chicago, which happens to charge $40,000 per student.
They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them. They're like, how does this work? How does this work? That's a really new part of my job.
Parents might be stunned to learn that Bruno's version of love and acceptance means handing out sex toys to underage students.
So I've been the dean for 4 years. During Pride, we do a Pride Week every year. And I had our LGBTQ plus health center come in. They were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students, talking about queer sex, using glue versus using spit.
Who is this?
This is the LGBTQ plus health center came in to talk to my high school students. They're just passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them. They're looking at them.
In the school?
In a classroom.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting there. And we had a drag queen come in, pass out cookies and brownies and do photos.
And everybody's cool with that, like the butt plugs and the dildos. Nobody complains.
No.
I mean, if the parents found out, would they?
No. queer sex. This is the drag queen that came in. What's her name? Alexis Devils. Alexis Devils. I just hung out in my classroom. Who was there? Hung out in my office. You have so much freedom. So much wiggle room. So much freedom. So much money. I mean, years to do stuff. Seats are okay with that too? They don't know. They would. It's like I would even like run it by them. Like, why would I run it by them? And I'd be like, oh my god, that's wonderful. And how old were the kids at with the classroom? 14, 18. They're like, how does this book work? How does this work? So yeah, that's a really like cool part of my job is I don't have to worry about stuff like that. I had like our LGBTQ plus health center come in. They were passing around butt plugs.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, fam. Son look like he off that type time too. What the hell going on in these schools, man? Nigga don't want to teach no financial literacy. This is what they giving out at the schools. Damn, they coming for the kids. Hold up, family. Hold on, man. They coming for your kids, man. Listen, hold on. Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here, family. What the hell going on? This is a child sex doll. This is a child sex doll sold by Balenciaga's parent company. But folks will keep wearing and buying weirdo designers, including Kanye West, while swearing they care about children. Yo, man, listen, dog. Get this goofy shit off my screen now. Man, y'all wilding, man. They wilding, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's only gonna take one time for you to come at my kids with any of that crazy stuff. I'm coming to the school and I'm lighting somebody ass up. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't care what nobody talking about. Yeah, you could come bring this recording back into court. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna say it again for whatever judge is watching this right now. You feel me? I'm rocking shit. It just is what it is. Put a fucking dildo in my son's hand under the age of 18, nigga, and I am smashing you. On God, nigga. Smashing you. Straight up. I don't care if you a woman. I'm beating shit down your leg. You put a dildo in my son's hand, I'm beating shit down your leg. Straight like that. Don't give a fuck who you is and what you about or any of that shit. I don't give a fuck about nobody in your family. Y'all niggas, y'all people was weird as fuck, bro. That shit get me mad. I'm about to let y'all go, man, because for real, we gotta do something about this weirdo shit, man. This is how kids is getting molested. Guarantee you, the person who allowing all this shit to happen, guarantee you some of them kids got some stories. In them schools, I guarantee you some of them kids got some stories, bro. This is out of pocket, family. This is out of pocket. But I'm going to let y'all go, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button too, man, on the way out, man. We out of here. Thank y'all. Appreciate all the subscribers. I love y'all. I appreciate you for, for all the support. Make sure y'all drop some comments in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. Man, we out of here, family. Y'all be easy.